Okay, so ang equation ng three-moment equation, general formula ito. Lagay natin siya sa notebook. So ito yun, yung equation. Isa-isayin lang natin paano siya gamitin. Ako na doon. Okay, so let's say for example, meron tayong continuous beam. So pag sinabing continuous beam, ano yun? Tawag dito. Two or more spans. Two or more spans na beam. Ayan. So let's say for example, ganyan. Meron ako ditong fixed support. Tapos meron ako ditong hinge. Tapos roller dito. Ayan. Meron akong two spans. Dalawang span ng beam. So let's say that is L1 and L2. L1 and L2. So syempre, ang tatandaan yung idea is ang fixed support, merong present na movement yan. Yan. May moment yan, moment resistance. Ang external pin, kagaya ng roller, ito, ang external pin kagaya ng roller ay zero. Walang moment resistance. Okay. Pero ang interior pin, lahat ng hinge or roller na nasa mid-span or mid-length ng beam, nasa loob ng span ng beam, meron din niya corresponding moment. And yan yung goal nating i-balance. So ang three-moment equation ay technique na ginagamit to solve for moments or bending moments within the span of a beam. So actually kahit ano lang, kahit isolated beam lang or isang span lang na beam pwede. So basta pipili ka lang ng 3 points to be specific. So 3 points. So ginagamit siya sa continuous beam, usually pinipili na 3 points is yung mga supports. Bakit mga supports? So i-discuss muna natin yung yung equation. So, yung M1, L1, yun nga, pipili ka ng 3 points, no? So, meron ka dyan, first point, ito. First point na may moment 1. Ayan, first point. Meron ka second point na may moment 2. And third point na may moment 3. So, kunyari, ito yun. 1, 2, 3. So, sa ganito, ito yung M1. Ito yung M2. At ito yung M3. Pero again, sabi ko nga sa inyo, kahit saang point nyo ilagay, yung point na pinili nyo yung tatlong yan. So, discuss natin bakit usually sa supports. So, later on. In terms of span, meron ka tayong tatlong point na pinili. So, in terms of span, meron tayong dalawa. L1, left span. So, that is from point 1 to point 2. Yan, from point 1 to point 2. And then, right span na L2, that is from point 2 hanggang point 3. Okay? So, yun naman yung L1, L2 sa equation. Okay? Next, yung EI. Yung EI ay yung, ito, kung ano man yung elasticity at inertia nung ating span. So, left span, sabi natin EI1. Right span, EI2. Okay? For the factors, so later on, i-discuss natin yung factors. So, itong may mga subscript na 1, may subscript na A, X bar A, E1, I1, L1. So, this is for the left span. Para sa left span. At itong may subscript na XB, E2, I2, L2. Ito naman ay para sa right span. Okay? Naka-equate yung equation na yan, yung left side equation, naka-equate yan sa 6 quantity H1 over L1. Actually, ganito yan. Baguhin natin, guys. Tanggalin natin. Plus na lang yan. Pero ang may sign convention dito, yung H1 tsaka H3. Plus or minus H1. Ito, plus or minus H3. Okay. Ang H1 ay H3 ay settlement or deflection. Okay. So, paano nyo yan makuha? Okay. So, ang reference point mo lagi dito is yung middle point. Reference is the midpoint, middle point. Or, sa madaling sabi, yung point 2. Okay? Yung pangalawa or yung gitnang point. Yan ang reference mo lagi. Tapos, positive. Positive ang sign if above the reference point, RP na lang. RP. Negative kapag below. Yan ang sign convention. If below the RP, the reference point. So, ano ba yung sinasabi natin? Ba't may positive, negative din? Tsaka may H1, tsaka L1. So, let's say, for example, meron kang pinili or kinuha. Ayan. Na lang, isolated lang. Tapos, ang behavior ng beam na to, kunyari, ganito, ang deflection. Ganyan. Ganyan ang deflection. So, let's say, for example, pipili tayo ng 3 point. 1, 2, 3. So, set natin to as first point, second point, third point. Okay. Pag ganyan, so titingin ka sa second point, yung midpoint, and then this will serve as your H1, yung vertical offset ng point 1 to point. So this will serve as your H1, and this will serve as your H3. So ang baga, yan ay vertical offset ni point, yung H1, yan yung vertical offset ni point 1 with reference to the middle point, which is point 2. And yung H3 naman is yung vertical offset ng point 3 with reference to the midpoint or yung point 2. Positive siya kapag above, negative siya kapag below. So in this case, positive ito. Okay. So bakit ang usual solution for 3 moment is pinipili yung mga supports. Kagaya na itong continuous beam na to, pinili ko yung mga supports. So obviously, kahit alam natin yung magiging behavior na itong ano na to, kahit alam natin yung magiging behavior ng beam na to, so let's say magiging ganito yung elastic curve. So doon sa point kung nasaan yung supports, kunyari lang to doon sa point kung nasaan yung supports, alam natin walang deflection doon or walang settlement involved. So kapag pinraise natin yung vertical offset ng points 1, 2, and 3, so pantay-pantay pa rin sila. Since wala namang deflection supports. Unless otherwise specified siya sa problem. Sabihin natin, yung support 1 nagsettle. So maraming factors sa actual scenario kung bakit nagsettle ang location or ang rigid point ng isang frame. Okay, so pwedeng settlement ng lupa, etc. or kung ano man. So basta theoretically, yan ang H1 at saka H3. So in that case, kung pipili ka ng points sa continuous beam na puro supports at walang condition of settlements ng support, so ibig sabihin yung H1 mo at saka yung H3 will be 0. Okay? So kapag walang settlement, 0 lang pala tong dalawa na to, at overall, itong term na to magiging 0. Kasi yung loob ng parenthesis magiging 0 over L plus 0 over L. So magiging 0 lang siya. Naintindihan nyo? Okay, so copy natin to para di magulo. Ito yung general equation. Ito yung general ha. The general equation. Okay, syempre may simplified form pa yan. Kunin natin dun sa PowerPoint. Okay? Ito ba? Ito na lang. Natin. Ito, so kapag constant ang EI, sabihin natin same material yung buong span ng beam and same cross-section yung buong span ng beam. So, mauuwi ang equation natin sa ganito. Ito ay constant EI. So, if ever na walang ay constant. Walang condition na binigay sa problem. So, by default, that is treated as constant EI. So, kung mapapansin nyo, kung constant EI kasi ganito nangyari sa equation. Dito pa rin naman galing yan sa general equation. So, ang ibig sabihin netong constant EI, yung EI mo sa left span, pareho lang sa EI mo sa right span. So, edi generally, pwede natin gawing EI na lang. So, imagine, EI na lang to. Kasi ito EI. EI. So, pwede mong i-factor out yan, ilabas. Ito EI lang doon. Etong part na to EI lang din. Ito rin EI lang din. So, overall, lahat ng terms na nasa left side, may EI sa denominator. So, since constant lang sila, pwede mo siyang i-factor out overall. Kasi lahat silang term nila, may EI lahat. So, factor out mo sila overall. And then, pag na-factor out, so imagine that equation naka 1 over EI. Cross-multiply with the right side of equation, magiging ganito na. 6 EI. And then yan na-reduce na yung ating equation sa M1 L1 plus 2M2 L2 2M2 quantity L1 plus L2 plus M3 L2 plus the left factor. Yun na lang tawagin natin yan. Para di nyo makalimutang left yan. Left factor. At ito ay right factor. Naintindihan nyo? Ayan. So, ayan na, umikli na equation. Paiksiin pa natin. So, ito na ang pinakamaikling form or simplified form ng three-moment equation. Ito naman ay para sa condition na condition dito ay constant EI, tapos no settlement involved or walang deflection involved. No settlement. Okay, so kung pipili ka ng 3 points sa beam na walang settlement or kumbaga magiging pantay-pantay after the application of loads. So, etong equation mo na to, tapos etong part na to, nasabi natin kapag walang settlement, mag-zero. So, ayan na. Yung pinaka simplified form ng three-moment equation. Okay, naiintindihan mo. So, let's try to solve for our sample problems. Sample 1. Sample. PowerPoint. Etong three-moment factors, mamaya na natin to. Ano. Meron tong mga formula, pero syempre, mas maganda yung ano, ano matawag doon? Conventional way to solve for these factors. Okay, so sample number 1. Oh no. I-determinate yung beam. May dalawang roller sa hinge. Ang tanong, determine the reactions, and hindi ko na gagawin yung drawing ng shear and moment diagram ha. Kasi na-lecture na natin yun, kayo na gumawa nun. So, ang goal ko lang dito ay ma-solve yung moment and yung reactions using three-moment equation. So, in terms of elasticity, guys, equal lang sila. equal lang yung elasticity. In terms of inertia, yung left side 2i, yung right side i. So obviously, ang pipiliin nating points dito ay yung mga supports. A, B, C. Para walang settlement involved or para walang deflection. Okay? So yan. Sagot ba ako nito? Wala akong sagot nito. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Wala yung sagot. Sige, anyway. Okay. Okay, so equation natin. Copy na lang. Equation. Since walang settlement, hindi constant ng EI. Sige na, solve ko na lang. Okay. So, magiging equation ko dito ay M1, L1 over left side tong may mga subscript na 1. So, ito ay may subscript na 2 EI. Yung 2 dahil yung dun. Okay. M1, L1 plus 2M2. So, this will be L1 over 2 EI. Ay, di ba pala tapos. Plus L2. May subscript na 2, EI lang. So, yun, EI lang. May iyan Siyempre may ano yan, may material specifications and elasticity. Yan. Plus M3, moment 3, L2. Tapos yung L2, nandun yan sa right span, inertia niyan ay I lang. So EI lang ito. Left span yun Tapos plus left factor plus right factor. Okay. And then walang settlement involved sa problem natin, guys. So ito ay naka-equate lang sa 0. Ay, wait lang. Sige, okay lang. Yung left factor natin, lalagyan natin ng specifications para malinaw. Left factor natin, ang left natin ay 2i, so over 2ei. And then plus the right factor. Ang right side natin or ang right span natin ay I lang. So ito ay ei lang. And then again, walang settlement, equate lang sa 0. So all terms, guys, may ei. Lahat ng terms, diba, nilagyan ko ng may ei. So factor out mo yung ei. So parang magiging 1 over ei. Tapos yung equation na mahaba. Equate to 0. So ano mangyayari? Maka-cancel lang yung ei. Diba? Maka-cancel lang yung ei. So mauuwi ang ating equation sa M1, L1. Bago ko isulat, okay, nabanggit ko na sa inyo. Meron tayong yung A, point A, external hinge. Exterior pala. Exterior hinge. So ang moment dito, moment A. Ang moment A mo dito, 0. Ito yung moment A. Diba? Yung point 1. O edi 0 lang yun. So imagine kung 0 yung moment 1, overall itong term na to 0. Okay? Yung M2, ito yung point 2 mo. Roller ulit. Pero nasa loob. Nasa interior span or nasa interior part ng beam natin. Tayo sumulat. Yan. So merong moment yan. So bawal mong cancelin yung 2M2. Pagdating sa point C or yung point 3 natin, yung third point. So ang moment dito sa C, alam natin, ito ay 0 ulit. Yan ay exterior roller. Wala yung moment resistance. So this will be 0. Ayan So na-simplify na ang ating equation sa rewrite ko na lang. 2M2 quantity L1 over 2. L1 over 2 plus L2 plus left factor over 2 plus right factor is equal to 0. So pag-usapan natin yung left and right factor. Paano yun? So, para sa left factor, syempre, mag-focus ka sa left side. And then, kukunin mo yung loadings sa left side. So, basically, kukunin ko yung, talang. Ganyan. Okay, solution ng left factor. So, tandaan natin, kukunin mo yung loading sa left span. Ang left span is distance or yung span from point 1 to point 2 na pinili mo. So, pipiliin mo yung loadings and then, ang gagawin mo ay yung supports, gagawin mong pin pareho. In this case, pin naman pareho, pero just in case meron tayong fixed support involved, so change it to pin support. Okay? And then, balik tayo doon sa equation ng left factor. Okay? Not involving EI. Ito yun yung pinili ko. Kasi di ba na-cancel na natin EI. Generally, ito talaga yung formula. Yung sa taas. Ng left factor, yung nakabilog na blue-green. Yung nasa left span. Pero, na-consider na natin yung EI. So, ang kukonsider natin is 6A area X bar L1. Okay? Area X bar L1. So, ang formula ng left factor is 6 multiplied by A. Oops, ano try? 6 over L na lang. 6 over L1 kasi left factor to. Tapos multiplied by area X bar left or X bar A. So, ano yung area X bar? So, familiar na kayo dyan. Yan yung area moment diagram na kino-consider natin before. So, kayang-kaya na natin yan i-solve. So, gagawa ka ng area diagram, area moment diagram, kagaya ng ginagawa mo sa area moment method, and then solve for the area, multiply it by the X bar, papuntang left side. Okay, so first thing, ito na yung loadings natin sa left side. So, solve for the reactions. Sabihin natin 0.1, 0.2. 0.1, 0.2. General, working equation natin, summation moment of 0.1, equate natin to 0. So, this will give us 150. Clockwise, no? 150 by 2. Tapos, plus 100 by moment arm 4. Assuming 0.2 is, or reaction sa 0.2 is upward. So, reaction 2. So, assuming upward yan, so that will rotate counterclockwise. So, that will be negative R2. And then, moment arm is 6. Pabigay nga na sagot sa R2. 300 plus 400, 700 divided by 6 lang. 100. Lang. O, yan ang sagot sa R2. Kakalki.
26.57 po.
Ha? Tama ba ako? 300, di ba? Plus 400. Divide mo sa 6. 116.6, same answers.
Opo. Yes, sir.
116.6 kilonewtons. Oh, hindi ko na kunin yung RA, ay yung R1 pala. Okay, kasi dito na ako mag-set ng fixed axis. Diskarte nyo kung saan kayo pipili ng fixed axis, ha? Alam nyo na yung diskarte dyan kasi nag-area moment na tayo. Pero hindi pantay yung linya ko. Bakit? Lalo tuloy di pumantay. Ano ba ito? Oh, anyway, yan na yun. Kunyari, yan na. So, familiar na tayo dito. Downward loadings will produce what? Negative moment. Tama? Ito. Itong downward loading na to, tsaka ito. Tsaka ito. Upward pala to. Tapos yung upward loading will produce positive concavity in terms of bending moment. So, gawa na lang natin siya ng area moment diagram. So, moment ni 150 kilonewton with respect to point 1. So, point load yan. Pagdating sa moment diagram, magiging first degree. So, ito siya. Hindi siya tumama. Ano yun? Ganun. Drawingan natin. Ayan. Ay, tapos. Okay na yan. So, moment niyan, 150 by 2. So, ang magnitude, 300 kilonewton meter. Hindi ko nalalagay units. Second, yung 100 kilonewton load, pababa din. So, negative concavity din siya. Negative concavity. So, we will project the moment produced by the 100 kilonewton load. So, drawing natin na to scale. Hindi siya naka-scale. Pero, anyway, magnitude is naka-present naman sa screens. So, 400. And R2 natin, R2 is equivalent to 116.6 upward load that will produce a positive concavity in terms of bending moment. So, we will project it on the positive side of the diagram. So, moment of R2 with respect to point 1. So, point load siya sa load diagram. So, this will be first degree curve then. So, 116.6 multiplied by the moment arm na 6. So, times 6. So, this will be equal to 700. Okay, 700 ha. So, nagawa na natin yung diagram. So, let's proceed on solving the left factor. So, to solve for the left factor, ayun, that this is equal to 6 over L1. So, ang L1 natin overall is 6 meters. So, distance from point 1 to point 2. And then multiplied by the area present on our moment diagram, multiplied by the centroidal distance to the left side or x bar left. So, take natin muna yung positive side. So, that is a first degree curve. So, area will be 1/2 base times height. So, 1/2 multiplied by base na 6. Height 700. Moment arm. Moment arm natin are all going to the left. So, yan, sa yellow-green na line. Moment arm, papunta siya sa height. So, that will be 1/3 of the base. 1/3 of 6. Sign convention positive since it is on the positive side of the diagram. Next, 300 kilonewton meter load, negative. Nasa negative side. First degree curve area, so 1/2 base times height. So 1/2 multiplied by the base, 2 meters, height 300, x bar or centroidal distance to the left side. So that should be 1/3 of its base, 1/3 of 2. And finally, another negative moment. So first degree curve, negative 1/2 multiplied by the base, 4 meters, height 400, and then centroidal distance to the outer left side of our diagram. So that will be 1/3 of the base, 1/3 of 4. Okay. And then after that, hindi pa tapos yan ha. So, ano pa lang yan? Area times x bar. So after you solve for that, overall, we will multiply this to 6 over the span, L1. Nagkataon, 6 meters din yung L1. So naging 6 over 6. So naging 1. Pero anyway, paki-calculate nga yung left factor natin. Sagot. Sagot.
2,933.333 po.
1,933.
0.333.
0.33. So let's check for the unit. Ano unit niyan? So 6 is base sa meters. 700 is a moment, so kilonewton meter. 1/3 of 6 is the centroidal distance, so meters. So every term is kilonewton cubic meter. Right? And then multiplied to 6 over L, where L is in meters. So, kumbaga, na-multiply itong kilonewton cubic meter natin into 1 over meter. So, the unit should be kilonewton square meter. Okay, so that should be the left factor. Take this as the solution 1. Okay, solution 1. Solution 2 is using formula. Solution 2. And I will give you the formula. I'll show you the formula. This one. Actually, ito lang kailangan natin sa lahat. Okay? Okay. Yan. So for every point load involved sa ating factor or loading na kinukuha na ng left or right factor, so this should be the formula. So this is the formula for the left factor. Okay. So point load, A is the left span, B is the right span, and L is the total span. Okay. So for this type of loading, so this for this type of loading, we can solve for the left factor using the formula flashed on your screens. So dito muna tayo sa 150 kilonewton load. Okay, let's solve for the 150 kilonewton load factor. So this is 150 kilonewton left span. Considering the 150 kilonewton load, A will be 2 meters and then the right span should be 4 meters, or yung B should be 4 meters. Okay? Gets? You get it? Get it? So P multiplied by A na 2 meters over the span 6, quantity, total span 6 squared, minus left span, distance of the load to the left support, which is A, so that is 2. 2 squared. Ano sagot, guys?
One 1,600 po.
1,600. Ano yan? 1,600.
1,600 lang po.
Okay. 1,600 kilonewton square meter. Di pa tapos, guys. Since another load is yung 100 kilonewtons. 100 kilonewton load, if we will consider the 100 kilonewton load, so A will be 4 meters, or the distance of the load to the left support is 4 meters, and B should be 2 meters. Or the distance of the load considered papuntang right support. Okay? So, proceed tayo sa next load. So, that is, take note kayo sa left factor lang sinasolve natin. Huwag kayo tumingin dito. Mamaya nyo na tingnan yan pag right factor na sinasolve nyo. So, left factor should be for the 100 kilonewton load. So, 100 multiplied by 4. So, PA over L. So, this will be 6. Total span. Quantity 6 squared minus left distance. So, 4 squared. So, ano sagot dito?
1,333.333.
1,333.333. Tama.
Opo.
Okay. So, if we sum up or i-kuno natin yung total of the two loadings, paano makuha natin? 29, 333? The same. Same doon sa conventional way. So, itong formula na to kasi derived yung P A over L quantity L squared minus A squared, that is derived from this method. From this method. Okay? So, magkakamap ka pa rin sa 29, 3. Kilonewton per meter. Gets? Questions muna bago tayo mag-proceed. Any questions? Tanong? Wala. Uy, wala kang tanong. Proceed tayo sa right factor. Right factor, ang common error is right factor, iniisip ng iba. Okay, right factor na ako, papalitan ko lang yung moment arm. Gagawin ko lang moment arm puntang right side. So, pag ginawa mo, pili ang iyong sagot. Why? Because right factor should be taken from the right side loadings. So, this one is obtained from the left side loadings. Yung 150 tsaka 100 kilonewton point load. So, if you will solve for the right factor, right side factor, so you should take this loading. Yan. Okay? So, copy natin. Okay. Solve for the right factor. Right side factor. Solution 1. So again, kukunin mo lang yung loading sa right side. And then, yung end supports, take it as simple supports. And then solve for the reactions first. So since ang load natin is uniformly distributed all over the span or all throughout the span, so reactions should be equally distributed. So assuming upward itong mga to, or not assuming upward talaga yan. Since downward yung ano nire-resist. So ito ay point 2 at saka point 3, no? So let's call this R2 ng right side or ng right factor, and then this will be R2. And to solve for reactions, symmetric lang naman. So due to symmetry, we can conclude that R2 is equals to R3. And then the magnitude should be the external loadings divided equally by 2. So 50 times 5 divided by 2, so that should be 125 kilonewtons. 125 kilonewtons. So actually, R3 lang naman kailangan natin. 120. Or, sige, 125. So right side, or right factor na tayo, baka iniisip nyo kailangan sa right side ako magano fixed axis. Actually, kahit saan, kahit dito, kahit dito, kahit dito. Pare-pareho yun ang sagot. Okay? So, kahit saan kayo maglagay ng fixed axis, so you will come up with the same answer. So, in this case, presentation natin, maglalagay ako ng fixed axis sa left side na lang. Left side. Okay. So, kunin ko muna yung R3. Moment of R3 with respect to point 2. So, that is an upward load that will produce a positive moment or positive concavity. Point load siya dito. Point load siya dito. So, sa moment diagram, so that should be first degree curve. First degree curve. First degree curve. Oh. Oh no. Ayan. Magnitude. What will be the magnitude? So 125 ang nangyari sa calculus. What happened? Ayan. 125 yung magnitude. Moment arm papuntang point 2 is 5. So that is 625. 625 kilonewton meter. For the uniform load, uniformly distributed load, this one, guys. So 0 degree on the load diagram, reflective moment diagram, so that should be second degree. And ito siya. From the point where it starts, papunta doon sa point 2. Same same rule ito sa area moment diagram. So kailangan yung height ng uniform load should be on the fixed axis. If not, you will extend loadings sa top and bottom of the beam. Yung dagdag bawas sa ginagawa natin. 4. So moment produced by the uniform load with respect to point 2, so that is 50 by 5 multiplied by moment arm na 2.5, so that is 625. Oh, 625, and this is second degree load. Okay. Ang formula for the right side factor is 6 over L2. So take note, guys, ito yung L2. Since we take these loadings from the right side, so that should serve as L2. 6L2 multiplied by the area X bar to the right. Okay? Yeah, kanina, left factor, ang centroidal distance that we are taking is papuntang left side. So this time, for the right factor, the centroidal distance should be distance of the centroid to the right side of the loadings or papuntang point. Okay, so let's start from the area times X bar muna. I'll take this 625 kilonewton load first, yung first degree, yung positive moment. So first degree, area should be 1/2 base times height. So 1/2, base is 5 meters, height is 625. Centroidal distance of that specific area up to the right side. So to be specific, that is centroid ng triangle papuntang vertex. So that is 2/3 of its base. So 2/3 of 5. And then followed by the negative moment. So second degree curve, ang area niyan should be 1/3 of base times height. So 1/3 of its base multiplied by height na 625. Okay. And then multiplied by centroidal distance. So again, recall lang natin na X bar neto, papuntang height is 1 over n plus 2 of the base. Papuntang height yon. So that will be 1/4 of the base. Pero papuntang height. We want to solve for the centroidal distance papuntang right side. Okay. So ano ang sagot dyan? Kung 1/4 yung left, papuntang right side, so that should be 3/4. 3/4 of base. 3/4 of base. Tapos na? Hindi pa tapos. So after that, you will multiply this term. Or kung ano mang makuha mo sagot dito, you should multiply this by 6 multiplied by, divide by L2. L2 natin is 5 meters. So what is the value of our right side factor?
$1,562.5.
1,562. Tama ba?
Opo, 0.5.
0.5. Same unit, kilonewton square meter. Actually, over EI ito, guys. Answers dito is over EI. Ganun din yun over EI. Okay. Pero, ayun na. Na-solve na natin yung right factor. How about solution 2? Using solution 2, can we solve that using the formula? Copy lang natin yung copy the figure. So this is the loadings. And then where's the formula? This one. How? So ang nasa formula na binigay sa inyo is ano lang, pang point load. And baka lang nalilingat. Dito tayo right factor tayo. So actually we can solve for this we can use this formula but using integration. So remember how we solve fixed end moment? So that is the same idea. How can we solve for factors using this formula? Okay? Kung ayaw mo ng diagram base or solving for the factors using area diagram, so you can solve for the factors using integration. Okay, so first, we will get a strip from the loading. So let's say ito yun. Diba? Laki ng strip ko. Pero para makita natin. So this will be differential x and yung height nito is y. Okay? So yung y natin is constant or not varying or uniform from point 1 or from point 2 pala, from point 2 to point 3. Okay? So kagaya sa fixed end moment, so our P will be equal to y. Okay? And then, ang y natin, since no variation from point 2 to point 3, so we can see na from this point up to this point, fix lang siya na 50 kilonewton meter. So we can now solve or we can now treat y equal to a constant value of 50 kilonewton per meter. Okay? How about the distances? This one. From the strip, papuntang left support, syempre, we will set that as A, and this one is B. Ayun yung sa formula eh. Okay? Pero syempre, defining the function, so from this location of the strip, papunta dito, so we will treat that as X distance. Okay? So, sa makatuwid, this will be x equals to 0, and then yung point 3, this will be x equals to 5. Okay? So, solve now for the right factor using integration. So, our right factor should be equal to integral of, follow this formula, guys. Follow this formula. So, P, again, P is equals to y, and then y is constant or uniform, so y should be equal to 50 lang. So, 50 multiplied by b. Take note, this is b. Walang value, so syempre, di-define natin yan as x. So, if the left side is x, so the right side distance should be 5 minus x. So, we will put 5 minus x here. And then, over total span of 5, multiplied by left squared, 5 squared, and kailangan ata i-bracket ko to. Bracket 5 squared minus b squared. Ang b squared natin is 5 minus x squared. So, limits. So, saan nagra-run ang ating loadings? So, ayun, yung orange na part. Ayan. Nag-run ang ating uniform load from x equals to 0 up to x equals to 5. So, lower limit should be 0 and upper limit is 5. So, what's your answer? Meron naman kayong ganito, di ba? Integral of 50 by 5 minus x over 5 times 25 minus 5 minus x squared. limits is from 0 to 5. Hala, mali. $1,562.5. What? Para ba tayo sagot? 1,562.5?
Opo.
Bakit yun? Pareho lang pala. Akala ko mali. 1,562.5. So, using solution 1, using solution 2, ano mas madali? Hoy,
Solution 2 po.
kayo, solution 2 kayo lahat? Paano pag yung loadings ganito? Ganyan, no? May moment. Paano na? So, pag may moment, malabo ma-integrate yan. So, backup plan, madali nga yung integration, pero syempre, dapat alam nyo yung area moment method. Just in case, bigyan kayo ng moment na loadings. Pag may moment na loadings, in terms of its concavity, kaya mo siyang i-project dun sa area moment diagram. Okay, pero anyway, let's proceed. Nasolve na natin yung left side tsaka right side factor. So we can now solve for the moment ng continuous beam. Okay? Okay. So sabi natin, ito na yung general formula. Again guys, yung left side factor tsaka right side factor may over EI. So dito na natin tin-rate yung over EI nila. Kaya may over 2 ngayon. And then yung mga EI nila na cross-multiply dun sa right side of the equation is 0. So na-simplify na yung equation natin to this. To this. Okay, so let's solve for the reactions and the moment. Ito na ang formula. Okay. So na-explain ko na sa inyo kung bakit kumikli ng ganito, no? And then ang point 2 is treated as point B. Okay. So substitute natin 2 multiplied by MB, moment at B, multiplied by, ang L1 natin, again guys, sulat ko dito para malinaw point 1 to point 2, ang L1 natin ay 6, point 2 to point 3, ang L2 natin ay 5. Okay? So, 6 over 2, L1 over 2, plus L2 which is 5, plus the left factor, ang nasolve natin na left factor is 2933 is 1. 2933.333. 2933.333 over 2 plus the right factor 1562.5 equal to 0. Let's check for the units. Walang unit yung MB, no? So L1 plus L2 ang unit na to meters. Etong left factor tsaka right factor, kilonewton square meter. Ito kilonewton square meter. Mag-a-add dito, magta-transpose, tapos madi-divide sa meters para makasira siya. So the resulting unit will be kilonewton meter. Or exactly the unit for the moment. Ano sagot natin sa moment B?
189.323 po. Negative
Positive, negative?
Negative po.
Negative, 100?
89.
Point.
323.
189.323. Sure na? Sure na. Kilonewton. Ha? 189.323 kilonewton meter. So, para malinaw tayo, itong moment dito is yung negative sign. Ang implication ng negative sign, kapag 3-moment equation ng method, concavity ito, ha? concavity ang implication ng negative signs ng mga moments dito sa 3-moment equation. So if we want to solve for the reactions A, B, and C, so we will cut or we will isolate the left span and the right span of the loadings or of the continuous beam, but we will apply now the moment na na-solve. So, in particular, yung A, di ba, walang moment. Yung B, may moment, pero negative. So, dapat magkaroon to ng negative concavity. Ang negative concavity should be like this. Yan, ganyan itsura dapat. So, para ma-produce yan, yung ganyang concavity, so yung moment sa B, using the left span, should be clockwise. Tama ba ako? Clockwise, para mag-rotate siya ng ganun. Or mag-concave siya ng downward. And then, kunin natin yung magnitude na na-solve. So, this is 189.323. Ayan, we can now solve for the reactions. So, assume natin puro upward lang. Since, ano lang naman, downward loads ang ating nire-resist. So, RA and RB sub L. Or ibig sabihin, RB ng left span. Kasi meron pa ulit point B later on sa right span. Ang working equation ko dito, summation moments sa A na lang, and then we solve for RB. Summation moments at A is equals to 0. So, clockwise rotation yung dalawang external load. So, 150 multiplied by 2 plus 100 multiplied by 4. And then, yung 189, so that is a clockwise moment. So, kasama pa yan. So, plus 189.323. And then yung RBL upward, so counterclockwise rotation. RB sub L, moment arm should be 6 meters, equal to 0. So, what is the answer for the reaction at point B, left span?
148.221.
148.201 kilonewtons.
221 po.
221. 221 kilonewtons. Okay. So let's now solve for RA. RA is using, we can solve for RA using summation force vertical or summation moment of B. So it's up to you. Assuming RA and RBL are upward. So RA positive. RB sub L positive then. And then minus 150. Minus 100. Siyempre, hindi sasama yung 189 since this is summation forces only. Substitute the value of RBL. RBL is 148.221. So what is RA? Red one, something.
101.779 po.
Okay. So ito na yung RA natin and RBL. So we now get the right span. Right span. Point B and point C. Again, ang point B mo ay may moment na 189.323. But moment should be concavity downward kasi negative. But concavity lang nakasulat dito. Concavity downward pala. Concavity downward. Okay, so dapat pa ganyan. Ito yung B. So moment at B should be counterclockwise, di ba? Para mag-concave siya ng downward. Gets nyo ba? So, ilalagay ko ulit yung moment B dito. And this is 189.323. So, as you can see, pag pinagkabit natin yung dalawang B, yung dalawang moment B, magka-cancel out na yung moments niya. So, isang clockwise, isang counterclockwise. So, magre-reflect exterior, walang moment, 0. Internal, yung left span may clockwise, yung right span merong counterclockwise. Okay? Then now we can solve for the reactions for this right side loadings. So reaction B ulit, assuming upward. So RB sub R or right side, then RC. Working equation, I will use summation moment at P equal to 0. So unahin ko muna yung uniform load. So that is a clockwise rotation. So positive 50 by 5 by 2.5. Yung external moment, so that is negative 189.323. Negative kasi counterclockwise ang rotation niya. And then RC, upward, so counterclockwise din. So minus RC, moment arm 5, equal to 0. Ano ang RC?
$87.135 po.
87.135 kilonewtons. And then finally, solve for RB sub R. So use summation forces vertical equal to 0. So positive RB sub R, assuming upward, plus RC, assuming upward then. Minus uniform load na 50 multiplied by its span 5 meters equal to 0. Substitute natin yung value ng RC, which is 87.135. So what is the value for the reaction at point B at the right side?
162.865 po.
Ano lang?
162.865.
152.83.
162.865 po.
162.865 kilonewtons. Okay. Ngayon, pagkakabitin natin, di ba pagkakabitin, para maging continuous beam, para mag-reflect as continuous beam. Yung moments cancel out, pero yung reactions, RBL upward, RB right upward. So magsa-sum up yan. Magsa-sum up sila. So overall, ang RB natin is RB left plus RB right. Okay? Ang RB left is 101, di pala, 148 pala. 148.221. Plus RB right side 162.865. So ano sagot overall para sa reaction at point B?
$311.087 po.
311.
Opo.
Okay.
087.
Ganyan.
Opo.
O, di ba? Tapos na. Na-solve na natin yung reactions. And yung internal moment. So, as you can see, bago ka makapag-solve ng reactions, kailangan mong ma-solve yung mga internal moment. Okay. So, completuin natin. Hindi ko na gagawin yung shear and moment diagram, ha? Lalagay ko na lang dito yung reactions. Ang RA natin ay 101.779. Oh! Ang RB natin ay 311.087. Ayan. At ang RC natin ay ito sa RC. 87.135. Gets? Gets nyo ba? Ito may settlement. May ano yan. Ito muna tayo. Ito may fixed support tapos merong overhang. Paano naman ito i-solve? Sample 2. Determine the reactions for the continuous beam shown in figure 14.5 by the three-moment equation, by using three-moment equations. Okay, so unang rule sa three-moment equation, dapat yung dulong point na pipiliin mo sa either yung 0.1 or 0.3. Kagaya nito, di ba? Pinili natin ay 0.1, 2, 3. So, dapat yung external points, which is 1 at 3, dapat pin support yan. Okay? Malinaw? That should be pin support. So, I guess ang gagawin ng ilan is pipiliin yung point A, point 1, point B, and point C. So, that should be the 3 points, 1, 2, 3. Pero, ang ano dyan, ang hindi pwede dyan ay fixed support kasi ito. Andyan ay point 1 mo or external point. So, that is not allowed. So, paano gagawin natin kapag ganyan, may fixed support sa external point? So, rule, kapag may fixed support, tandaan nyo na lang ito Since may fixed support doon, introduce an imaginary span with imaginary loadings. Naintindihan? Paano yun? Ano imaginary? Ano yun? May imaginary. Ganito. Kunin ko muna ulit yung loads. Ayan. So since yan ang yan ang initial natin na points 1, 2, and 3. Kaso hindi pwede kasi fixed support. Fixed support yung outer left. So ganito mangyayari. Yung fixed support na yan, mag-i-introduce daw tayo dyan ng imaginary span. O di maglalagay tayo dito ng yan, imaginary span. Na merong imaginary load at gagawin natin to pin. Either hinge or roller. Okay? And then this should be imaginary length. So ano na? Dumami na yung points ko, 4 na. So ganito. Meron na ako ditong 0.1. So sa bago kong loadings, meron na ako ditong 0.1. 0.2. And 0.3. Okay? And meron pa ako ditong 0.4. Pero later on na natin gagamitin yung 0.1 ay yung 0.4. So kanina sa sample natin, kapag pinansin nyo, isa lang yung magiging unknown na moment. Kasi sakto 2 spans lang talaga siya, points 1, 2, and 3. So isa lang yung naging unknown, M2 lang talaga. Ayun M2 lang talaga. So this time, using these points, so alam natin na itong MA na to, ito di ba? Meron niyang moment kasi fixed support yan. Yung MB na to, meron din tong moment kasi interior roller. Yung MC na to, meron din niyang moment kasi interior roller din yan. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, using these points, 1, 2, and 3, dalawa yung unknown ko. Meron akong unknown na MA at saka MB. So, dun papasok yung another span. Ay, yung another point na 0.4. Papakita natin sa inyo later. But for now, EI is constant. And then, we choose points na nasa supports. So, ibig sabihin, settlement din natin ay 0. Okay, so simplified formula for three-moment equation, EI constant and settlement 0. So ang formula natin ay M1 L1 plus 2M2 L1 plus L2 plus M3 L2 plus left factor plus right factor equal to 0. Okay. Tingin lang kayo dito. Ang una nating i-consider is yung 1, 2, 3 na to. Ito lang muna. Oh. Pero mo, o anong mapapansin mo dyan? Yung M1 natin, di ba imaginary lang yung support dito? So yung M1 mo is 0. Imaginary lang yun. So itong part na to, cancel na to. Itong L1 natin, by the way guys, to M1 kapal. M1 equal to 0. Sa consideration ng span na to, na point 1, 2, and 3 ng mga supports na yan. So, ang distance from 1 to 2 is L1, which is imaginary. Okay? And ang distance from point 2 to point 3 is treated as L2. And that is equal to 6 meters. Okay. Ngayon, kung imaginary yung L1, imaginary pala yung L1 eh. So, ibig sabihin, 0 lang to. Okay? Intindihan? Ano pa ang may 0 dyan? Yung M2 natin is yung point A, which is fixed support. So, hindi natin pwede cancelin yung 2M2 doon. Same with M3. Kasi yung M3 natin, overall, doon sa beam, point B yun, interior roller. So, may value yun. Hindi rin yan pwedeng cancelin. Yung left factor, pag tinignan natin, dito yun, manggagaling, 1 to 2. Eh, imaginary loadings lang to, di ba? So, kung imaginary loadings lang yun, so we can now simply assume that left factor is 0. Kasi imaginary lang yun. And then for the right factor, eto, yung right factor, kukunin lang natin yan. Okay? So to solve for the right factor, so isolate natin yung right span. Purahin ko to ah. Okay na yan siguro. Right factor na lang isosolve natin since imaginary lang yung nasa left. Okay, so para sa right factor, sabi ko kunin nyo lang yung loadings and then palitan nyo yung supports ng pin or ng simply supported. Gawin yung simply supported beam. So ano nangyari? Fixed support yung originally yung 0.2. So gagawin mo siyang simply supported. So this is 0.2 and this is 0.3. Ay. And then para mabilis tayo, kunin na lang natin or gamitin na lang natin is formula base. So ito. Pakopy ko na lang yan. So no need for integration dito kasi naman, point load naman talaga siya. And by the way, right factor ang gusto natin isolve. Actually, pareho lang yung left tsaka right factor nito kasi nasa gitna lang siya. 3 lang yung A. 3 lang yung A. Yung B rin, 3 din. So, hindi pareho lang. Okay. So, solve for the right factor. So, this should be equal to point load 225. Total span 6 meters. Mali. B pala dapat yun. Ang B natin ay 3 meters. Over. Total span 6. Quantity 6 squared minus B na 3 squared. Ano sagot? Right factor.
Hmm. 3,037.5 po.
1,027.
3033 po. 37 po.
Point.
5. Ay, tama.
Sure na, sure.
Apo.
Sure na yan. Ano yung right factor? Substitute na natin yung magagawa nating equation. Okay, galing dyan sa mga kinancel dyan, didiretso ko na ha. O, ito. Again, M1, L1 ay 0. So, magsisimula ang equation ko sa 2 multiplied by M2. Ang M2 ko ay 2MA. L1 plus L2. L1 is 0. So, matitira na lang yung M2 which is 6. Plus M3. Ang M3 ko ay point B. Point B to. So, MB. Ang L2 ay 6. Plus left factor na 0. Kasi imaginary lang left factor 0. And then ang right factor natin is 3,047.5. Wait mo sa 0. Ito lang yun guys ah. Yung mga cancel dito. Sige na nga, copy ko na nga rin. Kinapi. Ito. Baba mo na natin. O, ito yan ha. Mga cancel. O kaya nagsimula na lang ito sa 2M2 agad. 2M2 tapos times L2. M3 times L2 plus the right factor. Okay, so magiging equation ay 12MA plus 6MB. Oh no. Plus 6MB equal to negative 3,037.5. So meron akong dalawang unknown which is A and B. So this will serve as equation 1. Okay? So wala tayong na-solve kasi dalawa nga yung unknown. So dun papasok ngayon yung ating fourth point. Ito yon, yung point C. Yan yung fourth point. So ang kailangan mo dito sa fourth point is itong 2, 3, 4. Or yung sa second equation pala, anong fourth point tinasabi? Ayan. Para sa consideration mo ng second equation, kumbaga mag-move ka lang ng isang point. Kanina 1, 2, 3 kinonsider natin. Yung ngayon 2, 3, 4 naman. Kasi overall nagkaroon ako ng 4 na support eh. Okay? So, eto na ngayon ang i-consider natin for the second equation. Lagay ko point A ito. Again, overall, kung titingnan mo ng maigi yung beam, tatlo yung unknown actually. In terms of moment, tatlo yung unknown. Unknown yung A, kasi meron talaga yan. Unknown yung B. Unknown yung C. Okay? Ngayon, yung C, hindi naman required or hindi naman need ng moment equation to solve for moment C kasi ang moment C ay solvable using the overhang. Okay? So to solve for moment C, we will use the overhang. So bale, solvable pala yung moment C using the overhang. So overall, ang unknown ko na lang is moment A at saka moment B. So magkakamap ka ngayon sa idea na kailangan ko ng 2 equations. So ang 2 equations can be obtained by using 2 sets of 3 moment equations. And yung 2 sets ng 3 moment equations na yun is eto, points 1, 2, and 3 for the first equation. And for the second equation, that is point 2, 3, and 4. But before we proceed to this solution, we must solve first for the magnitude of moment C using the overhang. Ito madali lang naman to. O, eto na. Overhang yan, di ba? So, hindi ko kailangan i-solve yung reaction. So, kailangan ko lang i-solve yung moment sa C. So, para lang medyo technicality-wise, meron tayong solution. So, alam natin na ito ay downward loadings, yung uniform load. So, this will rotate clockwise with respect to C. Tama. So, the resistance should be Counterclockwise. So, ito yung moment C. Okay. So, hindi ko nalagay yung magnitude ng load. Ano ba? 30 pala to. 30 kilonewton per meter. So, meron akong summation moment at speed equal to 0. So, this is 30 by 3. Moment arm 1.5. Tapos minus MC. Ano sagot sa MC? 90 by
135 po.
135. Ay, 135 kilonewton per meter. Okay, so ito ang common error ng ilan. Di ba 135? Tapos may involved dito sa moment C. So, makakalimutan ilagay yung sign convention sa 3 moment na based on concavity. Pero sige, later on na natin tawag dyan. Ipakita kung paano yun. So, para di kayo malito, di ba naka 2, 3, 4 yan? Para di kayo malito, gawin ko na lang ulit 1, 2, 3. Isolated case naman na ito. 1, 2, 3. So, this will be span L1. So, this is 6 meters. And then L2 is 9 meters. O, yan. Ano ang magiging depth factor muna? Pwede bang hindi na natin yan, no? Kung gusto nyo pang ina-isolate. Ito rin yan eh. Ito rin yan. Sige, solve natin. Depth factor. O, ito na yung load. Tulad ko na lang yung formula ha. Ang formula ay PA over L quantity L squared minus A squared. So, ang left factor para sa case na to ay pareho lang sa kanina. 225 multiplied by 3. Tapos over 6. Quantity 6 squared minus 3 squared. Ano nga sagot dito?
3,037.5 po.
3,037.5 kilonewton per meter over EI. Naka-over EI yan ha. Hindi na lang natin ilalagay kasi alam natin naka-equate na 0, naka-cancel out na. Okay, para naman sa right factor. So ito naman ang kukunin ko. Oh, yan na. Solve for the right factor. Right factor, ito na yung loadings. Uniform load lang ulit. So, consider rectangular strip. So, ito yung rectangular strip natin. Y differential X. So, ito, so this should serve as X distance. So, yung natitira sa kabila, this is 9 minus X. So, ang run nito, dito nag-start sa, sa point 3. So, this is X equals to 0. And then dito sa point 4, this is X equal to 9. Right factor tayo ha. So, ang formula dapat sa right factor, PB over L. Quantity X squared minus B squared. Okay. And then, ang P natin dito ay equal sa Y. And then, as you can see, from X equals to 0 up to X equals to 9, Y is constant. So, Y will be equal to 30. kilonewton per meter. So, ang right factor natin should be 30. Mali. Integration pala ito. Integral of 30. Tapos yung span B, nakikita nyo naman siguro ito yon, right span. 9 minus x all over total span of 9 multiplied by 9 squared minus right span quantity 9 minus x squared. Limits kung saan nagra-run yung ating load. So yung load natin nag-start dito, nag-end dito. So that is from 0 to 9. Pa-solve.
5,467.5 po.
1,467.5. Tama ba ako ng dinig?
Opo.
So okay na, nagawa na natin yung left at right factor. So punta na tayo sa equation. Ano magiging equation? So constant EI, no settlements involved. M1 N1 plus 2 M2 L1 plus L3 M3 L2 plus left factor plus right factor equal to 0. So tama ba walang walang ma-cancel? Kasi yung A meron, yung B meron value, yung C merong value. L1 and L2, yung green tingnan nyo yung green, 6 meters tsaka 9 meters. Left at tsaka right side factor meron. So, substitute lang natin. Okay. Compare ko na lang yung figure para para medyo malaki yung natin. Dito. Okay. Substitute natin. Ang M1 natin dito, kung nalilito kayo sa 2, 3, 4, tingnan nyo lang yung green na nilagay ko, yung 1, 2, 3. Ang M1 natin dito is MA. So MA, ang L1 natin ay 6 plus 2. Ang M2 natin dito ay MB. L1 plus L2, so that is 6 plus 9. Plus M3, L2. Ang M3 natin dito is FC. Ang L2 natin ay 9. Plus the left factor, lagay muna natin. Plus the left factor plus the right factor. Meron tayong value ng MC. So ito na. Ito yung common error. Na-solve mo yung MC using overhang. Ayun, 135 km/meter. So pwede mong gawin, isa-substitute mo doon sa MC. Ayan. Ipapalit mo dito sa MC, 135. So pag ganyan ang ginawa mo, may chance na magkamali. Sinabsolute mo lang rekta. At tingnan yung maigi. Di ba sabi ko sa inyo, ito, malinaw naman dito sa sample ba? Ayan. Ang sagot sa 3-moment equation or yung mga values ng moment doon sa 3-moment equation is yung sign convention nila projects the concavity or represents the concavity of the bending moment. Etong MC na to, pag tinignan natin dito, ang bending moment na to, downward. Di ba yan yung nag-resistance niya counterclockwise? O, edi ang naging bending moment niya negative. So, ibig sabihin, negative ito, negative 135 in terms of concavity. So, ibig sabihin, kung gagamitin mo siya sa 3-moment equation at ang concavity niya ay negative, so dapat, ang isa-substitute mo dito ay negative 135. O, edi magkakamali ka kaagad. Pag hindi mo yun, consider Ang left factor natin is 3,037.5. Ang right factor natin ay 5,467. Ayan, ang sagot. Sige, simplify ko muna. 6 MA. Kasi ito, 6 plus 9, 15. Times 2, 30. 30 MA. Pa-solve naman ng constant. Transpose na lang. Pakita na rin natin sa calculate. 35 times 9 positive. Tinranspose ko na ha. Tinatranspose ko na ang mga constants. Same answers?
Opo.
Yes po, sir.
Yes, sir.
Negative 7,290. Okay. Equation 2. So we have now two equations to unknowns. MA tsaka MB yung unknown. So using simultaneous equations na lang yun. Masolve na natin yung M. Using equation 1. Copy na lang natin ha. One. Equation 2. Iliitan pa yun. Shift mode. Ay, mali. Mode lang pala. Mode, equations 1. Okay. Tingnan ko, nakalimutan ko ito. Ayan, yung sa number 1, nakikita nyo naman yung constant na C nakalabas sa right side ng equation. Tama lang yung format. So, MA, coefficient ng MA sa equation 112, sa MB6, sa constant, negative 3,037. Equation 2, 6 MA, 30 MB, negative 729. Answer, MA. Para tayo nakuha sa balik. Ang MA ko ay negative 146.25. Correct. At ang MB ko ay negative 213.75. Para tayo sagot.
Same lang po, sir.
Negative 213.75. May questions ba kayo? Wala kayong tanong, guys? Wala kayong tanong ha. So, para sa reactions, yung kagaya ng ginawa ko kanina. Yung nito. Putol-putulin nyo lang and then ilagay nyo yung mga moment. In this case, para yung negative, no? So, ibig sabihin, para yung concavity downward. Ayan. Negative, so ibig sabihin, concavity downward. Concavity downward. Okay. So, may tanong pa kayo? Groupings. Okay. So, last na quiz. Sulat ko na lang. Finals sa ano ngayon? February 10. February 12. Oras 2 p.m. hanggang 6. Phase 3. Bukas. Ito, comprehensive to. Comprehensive to. Ito, MDM tsaka 3 moment. Okay, so lahat ng may kinalaman sa MDM tsaka 3 moments. So, syempre sa MDM, damay na dyan yung FEM. Okay? And pa-prepare ng Excel. Kung merong laptop kayo, edi prepare nyo yung Excel nyo, ha? Para sa MDM. May tanong kayo? Attendance. Attendance. Terencio.
Present po, sir.
Adornado.
Present po.
Tagang, palit nga tayo ng view. Tumakita eh. Ano ba yun? Kinangawag. Ano nga yung tinawag ko? Adornado.
Po. Present po, sir.
Agua.
Present po, sir.
Ino.
Present po, sir.
Abes.
Present po.
Bacolina.
Present po, sir.
Balaoro.
Present po.
Cordelosa.
Present po, sir.
Borja. Borja.
Present po, sir.
Tandoy.
Present po, sir.
Option.
Present po.
Altre. Altre wala. Halina.
Present po.
Present, sir.
Gregorio.
Present, sir.
Buran.
Present, sir.
Buran. Buran.
Present po.
Francisco.
Present po.
Rojas.
Present po, sir.
Torre.
Present po, sir.
Ladiana.
Sir, present po.
Ladiana.
Sir, present po, sir.
Present po, sir.
Wala. Lente.
Sir, nagloloko daw po net ni Liente.
Lente. Adriaga.
Present po.
Sir, present. Lee, sir,
Ano?
present po. Ang hina po ng net, sir. Sorry po.
Adriaga.
Present po.
Mendoza.
Sir, present po.
Nepales.
Present po.
Odias.
Present po, sir.
Patiño.
Present po.
Conan.
Present po.
Puyong.
Present po.
Quesada. Quesada. Wala. Quesada. Wala. Pinicol.
Present po kay Licol.
Rivera.
Present po, sir.
Santos.
Present po, sir.
Sinda.
Present po, sir.
Tiksay. Ay. Villanueva.
Present po.
Pista.
Present po, sir.
Yung notes ay sa Monday, ha?
Sir,
Ano?
good afternoon po. Sir, may concern po yung kumbaga, 6 students po. Kasi po may nakasked po kaming exam sa Transpo bukas, 5 to 8 po.
Ay, we. Edi 1 to 4.
Kaso po yung ibang students naman po, may exam din sa Transpo ng 1 to 3.
What?
Kung,
Ano?
nagkahiwa-hiwalay po kasi kami sa Transpo eh.
Okay. Edi, 8 to 9, yun. 8 to 10. Gabi. Pwede na ba kayo lahat nun 8 to 10? Kuha nyo yung time natin, 5 to 8. Time natin yun.
Sorry po, sir.
Pwede mag-ano na lang tayo. 5 to 8, nauubos na yun, transpo, 5 to 8.
Kahapon lang po kasi na-set yun, kagabi lang din po, sir. 5 to 8 po yung sabi ni Allison, ni Ali po.
8 na lang, 8. Pagtapos ng lahat. Okay. Nakakadalawang quiz pa lang kayo, diba? Ayun, pangatlo. Hindi lang naman yan. Yung MTM pwede na naman solve. So, kung nag-program kayo, edi kayang-kaya nyo yun. Okay? 8 onwards na lang yung quiz bukas, ha? May concerns pa kayo?
Sa finals po, ilan yung items?
Secret. Basta 4 hours. Mga 60 items. 50, 60 items.
Sir, magkakaroon po ba ng choices niyo sa finals?
Let's see. Ano ba sabi ko kung saan? Ano sabi ko dun sa tawag dito? Orientation. Tingnan mo natin. Ay, saan na ba yun? Wala akong sinabi. Announce. Wala. Sige, may choices na lang.
Thank you po, sir.
Okay na kayo lahat?
Yung sa plates po, sir.
O ano sa plates? Yun na yun. Inaabot.
Sige po, sir. Thank you po.
Nagawa nyo ng force diagram lahat, ha? Chirac-Shad. Pag yun, mali. I-check ko yun next week. Available naman kayo next week, di ba? Pag tinanong ako. Tatanungin ko lang naman kayo. Sige na. Bukas na lang ulit. Bye.
Thank you po, sir.
Sige, okay.
Thank you po.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you po, sir.